What's going on?
Hey.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? Hey, this is your boy JC from jceaglestalk. And tonight, I'm with the first time ever, a brand new guest of mine. Her social media name is Carm, but she is about to tell you a little bit about herself real quick.
Yeah. Hi, everybody. I'm Carm. So I'm a sports analyst, commentator. I do a podcast called Hoops with Carm. So I cover like basketball, all basketball. So live basketball, NBA, I do analysis. And then I'm on a couple radio shows. I have a radio show on Tuesdays. We cover all sports and culture on 98.5 FM in Philly. And then I'm on another sports show, UFO, DSM Media sports show. So those are like my things that I do. I love basketball, NBA. I cover all sports, but basketball is like my bread and butter. It's my passion. So I'm just here to talk sports.
Sixers in general?
Sixers, Eagles. Like I talk NFL, NBA. Like we talking just sports here. But basketball is obviously my thing. I love it. So, little favoritism.
Hey, look. You are brand new on here, and every live, I didn't do it last live because we was rushing for time, but every live, we cannot get started without singing the Eagles national anthem. Yes, sir. Hey, there's nothing better than coming until live to that song. Every time that song comes on, there's something good happen to the Philadelphia Eagles. So
it does give you like a special feeling inside.
A little goosebumps. I'm like,
oh wow, like
yeah. Hey, this is it. So hey, look, like I said before, this is my first time having you on. So I need your thoughts on Jalen Hurts, especially today. He's been named the official starter, which we all knew that from 10 months ago, right, that he was the official starter. But somehow the Philadelphia Eagles officially named Jalen Hurts the official starter. So what are your thoughts on Jalen Hurts as a quarterback, period? Is he a franchise quarterback or you don't think so or what?
So my whole thing on Jalen is Jalen obviously comes from his college experience. He came from two big time football schools, especially Alabama. Alabama is like a quarterback machine. They pop out quarterbacks like it's nothing. He played for Oklahoma. So, and it's not like Jalen comes from, not saying that smaller schools can't have great quarterbacks, because they totally can. But I'm just saying that Jalen obviously was recruited and played for big schools for a reason, because he's talented. He has a special talent. Now, Jalen is who he is. Yes, he's more of a running quarterback more than obviously, but I think with Jalen, it's a lot more to be seen from him. So we never really seen him be at the reins of a team. He's calling the shots. It's his team, his thing. You never had that chance to see him like that. So it's like, you got to give Jalen a chance. Yeah, I get it. All the questions and the concerns about him throwing in the pocket, him being able to have an arm and not run so much because, they'll running quarterbacks get beat up. Like, how do you sustain that and all that? But I think Jalen he deserves a shot. And I have faith in Jalen. Like, I don't know if Jalen's going to turn out to be, all-time franchise quarterback. It just remains to be seen, because his journey hasn't been obviously like a straight shot. He jumped around kind of, you know what I mean? Like, he hasn't had the easiest way into getting where he is. But I think with Jalen, for me, he has talent, as he's shown, like just on the football field, point blank. But besides that, I think what really draws me to Jalen is his leadership and his the way that he's trying to lead the team and lead by example and put in the work. I think a lot of quarterbacks across the league have talent. They can throw the ball, whatever. But Can you lead a team? Can you get men behind you in the locker room? That's important. As we saw last year with the Eagles, not having like a clear leader and not having, you know, like consistency and, you know, someone to kind of calm the storm, it leads to chaos and it doesn't lead for a good team make. So I think with Jalen, yeah, he has a lot of question marks. What's he going to do? Is he going to be capable? All this stuff. But it's like Jalen can play. Let him have his chance. But at least he has the qualities and attributes of a leader, being a young guy taking over an Eagles team that just won a championship 2-3 years ago. So, you know, I think give Jalen a chance. People are too hard on him. It's like, I get it. You don't know. But like, that's with anything new. It's always a question. Let him play and let it play out. Because honestly, we ripped up the whole team to get Jalen. We drafted him. Of course, he was already our quarterback. We drafted a quarterback. We caused that whole fussle bustle. So we pretty much did all this crap to have Jalen. And now that he gets opportunity to be the quarterback, it's a problem still. So it's like no one's ever satisfied. Let him play. And, you know, put people around him and set him up for success. And that's what I think. I think Jalen, I think he's going to be fine. I think it has to be seen whether he's going to be a franchise guy or not. Because just like Tom Brady, he got drafted like dead last. And look at him, he's the GOAT. So it's like you can't judge people off of what your expectations of what their abilities are. You got to just let them play out and see how they progress and see how they do. That's it.
Yeah, look, hey, I agree with everything that you just said. All right. So because Tom Brady was drafted the 6th round.
Right.
And right now he got 7 rings. All right. Dak Prescott was in the same draft class as Wentz and Goff. And he's the only quarterback that's still standing, well, with one leg, but he's still standing. You know what I mean?
Right.
But still, I mean, so I believe that Jalen Hurts will be, he would remind me of a Russell. Like, you know, Russell was in the 4th round pick, and you know, a Matt Flynn was actually signed to in an extension that year, but he beat Matt Flynn out, and he became the starting quarterback.
Right.
And the rest is history. A Super Bowl later, 2 Super Bowl appearances. He probably could win 2 Super Bowl rings, but it is what it is. But so, I hate the pick though. At the time, I hated the Jalen Hurts pick.
At the time, it's like we have a quarterback. Why are we doing this?
Exactly. So I hated the pick at the time, but now hindsight is 2020, and I'm going forward, and I'm glad that we got the type of quarterback that we have because mentally, he's built for the city of Philadelphia. Like Carson Wentz was not built for the city of Philadelphia. He was, I don't want to say privileged, but he was privileged. Like, you know what I mean? So he was always like seen as that type of quarterback. You're the man, ain't nobody else. There's no competition. There's no nothing.
Right. Like,
so,
you know, Carson was giving people hunting rifles, like, as a gift. You know what I mean? Like, that's just like, it's just kind of like, just think about where we're at right now. We're in Philadelphia. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I understand people have different hobbies. It's just like Carson, I think, got in his feelings, and then it just couldn't be repaired. You know what I mean? It just kind of got snowballed. But that's honestly on the organization, like for drafting Jalen. Like, you shouldn't have drafted Jalen if that was the case. But it's said and done, it's over. But in terms of Jalen, people are not giving him a fair shake. It's too much. What if? But he can't. Mind you, no one's going to be perfect at everything. No one is going to be perfect at everything. So it's like he's going to have things that he needs to be better at. That's just being a human. So what do you want? The guy wants to be here. He has a good attitude. He's young. You know what I mean? He's been on winning teams. He's played for big, you know, programs. Yes. He knows what it's like to win. You know what I mean? Under those programs. So it's like, what's up? Give him a chance. What's the harm? What's the harm? Say we got to start over, whatever with Jalen. Okay, fine. We already got rid of our franchise quarterback. He's gone. So what's the difference?
Yeah. So how do you feel about him being ranked about I think the 40th ranked quarterback out of 32? I mean, there's only a 32 quarterback. So I mean, how do you feel about that? Like that situation? I mean, is it disrespectful? Like, I mean, it's just killing me inside and killing all the Philadelphia Eagle fans.
Jalen was rated low on the quarterback list, you're saying?
Yes.
Okay, I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised because I think people have a thing about people who they believe to be only running quarterbacks. People have a stigma against them. So I'm not surprised. Jalen's young. The Eagles have had a lot of drama. You know what I mean? And Jalen's kind of becoming the scapegoat because it's just like the organization did what they did, which they shouldn't have done. They kind of got everything crazy. Jalen's just caught in the middle. He's just trying to play. And I think people just doubt him because he's a running quarterback. Like that's what he's known for. But I think with time, his game will progress. But as of right now, he's rated low. I think that's fine. You know why? Because I think he's a part of a team, an organization, in a city as to where it's best to be the underdog. All right, cool. You think I'm number whatever? Bet. That's fine. I'll take that. I'll be that guy because you know what? I'm going to exceed expectations. I'm going to rock it. I'm going to do my thing. So it's like, it's cool because I don't think Jalen's the type that's going to be hurt by that. Because I think Jalen, when I watch like interviews of him and like his history, where he came from, he's used to always being doubted and kind of just having to take that other road. So it's cool. Like, rate him down. But the critics always want to rate and put people in boxes and say they got to stay there. But I think Jalen is built for it. So I think he's all right. Like, I think the rating is bull because, again, how can you rate someone you never really seen him play? He's never started. He only started 3 games. I mean, that other season. And the one game, they basically threw it. So it's like he never really has given the opportunity to show what he really can do. Like, so, I mean, cool. Rate him like that. I feel like it's fine because it's typical. People are beating up on the Eagles because the Eagles have all this drama. So he's just in the narrative. The narrative of Philly is just unstable. What's going on in Philly? They don't got a quarterback. Everyone's like, he's not franchised. It's just like, why don't we see what happens?
Man, look, I agree with you. Like, I feel like that in the media period, hate Philadelphia. Just point blank. I mean, even when Carson Wentz was here, I mean, there was hating on him, and when he went down, the Philadelphia Eagles are the worst number 1 seed in NFL history, but they underestimate the size of the dog and Philadelphia. You know what I mean? So home field advantage is important. Our home, like we barely lose at home, and they had to go through the city of Philadelphia, and they got a rude awakening. So I feel like, look, regardless how bad the disrespectful is, I feel like that this year I love it. I love it more than any other year because any other year we never go into the season as underdogs.
Right.
But this year, we're not projected to do anything.
Right.
3 games. Like, we projected to win 3 games out of 17, 3 and 14.
But a lot of times when people are giving these ratings and these like judgments about commentating, like it's with the national media, especially at times, they don't really know what's going on like the city level. You know what I mean? They're kind of just talking like generally from a national level. And when you get national sports news, it's always kind of going to be lean towards one side depending on whatever the narrative is, so that those ratings and all that on the Eagles, I feel like it's not really, because think about it. We've improved our O-line. We just came out of a preseason where everyone is pretty healthy. Like no one is really hurt. Like last season, everyone was hurt. So even now, like Lane Johnson's back, O-line, Brandon Brooks is back, Andre Dillard, Jordan Mailata is back, Zach Ertz is healthy again, Derek Barnett, Isaac Samalo is back, Jason Kelsey is back. So it's just like everyone is kind of healthy now. And we got vets. So the O-line was our biggest problem last season with Carson because the Carson couldn't get protection. Carson was just getting beat up. So now our O-line's better. We're healthy. So we're a healthy O-line. That's just a start. We got a young, new quarterback. You know what I mean? He's new to the game, obviously. He can be taught. We got a new coaching staff.
Yeah.
Okay, we got some wide receivers, some prospects. We got a new corner. You know what I mean? Like we're trying to get it together. So people, are doubting us, whatever. But I think just starting off being healthy, we're already better than we were last year because last year we were completely not healthy. So I think that, the expectations are low and that's fine. I'm happy they're low because I think that Philly as a city, you already know the vibes. You know how it is. What it is. Underdog. Oh, just like with Philly and the Meek, like, hold on, wait a minute. Like that whole vibe is like, you know that we thrive off of feeling like, yo, you doubting us? Bet I'm gonna come out and I'm gonna just do it. So it's cool. Like I embrace it because again, watch the boy play. If he don't do well, at least he made an attempt. At least he had a chance to have the team and do it. there's no harm in failing. You fail, you fix it, you figure it out, because you can't blame it solely on the team. Think about the management, the organization, and like the mishandling and missteps that they've had. So it's like, let's just see what happens here.
Look, I cannot disagree with anything that you just said. I mean, like, absolutely. This is the first season in the past 2-3 years that we are going in healthy. Last year, we had like 7 starters
hurt
out the first game. Even Miles Sanders was out the first game. So, I mean, it is what it is. I feel like this year, underdog or not, we're going to be good, because I feel like just watching the preseason, the first preseason, and the joint practices definitely just gave me so much confidence in this offense and defense, because we were always, we are undefeated. Like, if it was given a trophy out for joint practices, we would have won the Super Bowl. Like, we are undefeated. Every practice, we dominate everybody, regardless if it's Patriots or the Jets. Our first team was that good, offense and defense. So I'm not worrying about it, and I think that we're gonna be okay.
Yeah, and I just seen a comment. Someone said, "I am, guys, but we have a chance to get Cam Newton." I don't know if I mean, the Cam Newton thing. Obviously, Cam's got cut from the Pats. It's unfortunate. I'm not surprised. They got that new quarterback from Bama. I think he fits more with that style on the Patriots. But Cam, I feel like after everything that's happened, just like the whole talks about Deshaun Watson. Me personally, I don't want Deshaun Watson, only because of like the drama and the time bomb and the not knowing of what's going to happen with him. Is he going to play or not? You know what I mean? And then like with Cam, it's like Cam of old, like he was like, when he went to the Super Bowl, like that. I like that Cam as player. This Cam now, I feel like, I still think he's a decent quarterback, but I don't want him for the Eagles. I don't want him for the Eagles. I don't. I just think we got Jalen again. We ripped the whole team up with this Jalen crap. So let's rock with Jalen. Why does everyone want to jump ship now? Like, oh man, like let's jump ship. Like, what's Jalen gonna do? Like, what are you talking about? Like, Jalen is gonna be fine. You're tripping. Relax. Like, you don't need to jump ship. You know what I mean? People are just so getting all frazzled because, oh my God, can Jalen throw the ball? Like, he can throw the ball, people. He can. It's just that's not his bread and butter, but he can do it. So what's up?
Yeah, look, Lamar Jackson. He can't.
Right.
He won the MVP that one year. He threw for about 31 touchdowns. But before that, he was a running quarterback, and people was questioning his throwing ability. Jalen Hurts, he could throw the ball. Like, he didn't come in the league saying, "Oh, he can't throw the ball at all." It was the fact that last year he got thrown into the fire. No preseason, no training camp. He didn't even take the first team snaps until the week before he played the Saints.
Right.
So, of course, all that came into play. And at the time, we beat the number 1 defense. His ceiling, to me, is the Saints games. Over 300-yard passing, over 100-yard rushing, like touchdowns and stuff like that. He was on it.
Yeah.
And we beat the number 1 defense at the time. But even the following game, the Cardinals game, we was down 16-0. He brought us back.
Right.
Like, literally, like, he didn't lose that game for us.
Right.
The defense lost that game. But then this was the Cowboys game where our defense just, let us down. And then the Washington Redskins game, or the Washington Nonets game, which was a throwaway game. Yeah. Because, hey, why would I move down 3 draft spots when last year 3 draft spots cost us CeeDee Lamb?
Right.
Like, literally. So, man, it is what it is, man. I'm not been worried about that. So,
right.
Any last words before we move on?
No. I just see all these comments. Someone said, like, Hurts is the man. He's going to be great. But Cam, he's garbage. Like Wayne said, Jalen got no worries. I'm full in on broad. I believe in this team. Shock the NFL world. Philadelphia Eagles 12-5. You heard it here first. And then someone said facts, JC. That's cool. Everyone's like into it. Cool. Yeah. I mean, I don't have anything else really to say but on that right now. We can move on.
Look, today was the day. Today was D-Day, where the 53-man roster had to be set. People had to get cut, had to put on waiver wire. So any big shocker today from the 53-man, from the guys that were released?
I think for me, what my biggest surprise was that we waived Travis Fulgham and we kept JJ.
You're a JJ hater.
No, I'm not a JJ hater. I'm not a JJ hater, but here's the thing. Just think of the stats here. Think of the stats here. Let me just show you comparison. Let me just show you comparison. So, okay. Last season, Travis Fulgham he scored 24 points in the season. Last season, he was cut. Okay. JJ scored 8 points last season. He was cut. Last season, Fulgham was our leading receiving. Like he led the team in receiving yards. He had 539 receiving yards last season. So he was our number one go-to in terms, to get the ball. So, to cut him after last season, he was our guy. Kind of surprised me, and just especially in terms of production-wise, like I feel like Fulgham obviously produced more. He was looked for more. And obviously, if JJ would have got those same looks, maybe it would have been different. But I just was surprised at the cut. Like, apparently I hear that maybe he's going to come back up and be on the practice squad, that they're going to try to keep him to do that. But it's just like, that's the thing about the Eagles. Like, a couple other people, like Huntley, like Jason Huntley, the running back, he got cut. He was shining before he got injured. He hurt his ribs. He got injured. And he was, like, doing well before he got his injury, right? And then Craig James, the cornerback, he's supposed to be on special teams, a special team standout. And when he was healthy, he was doing great. And then when he got injured, obviously things are questionable. So the Eagles is like when someone has like an injury or they go down or something happens, the Eagles are kind of more on the side of like, well, we don't know how you're going to pan out. I'm not sure. Let's just get rid of you and let's just go with someone else. Here's the thing. In terms of the business point of view, like if someone isn't working or, you can see something better than make that cut, like it's no, like, I like that, like just decisive, right? But at the same time, it's like sometimes I think the Eagles can be kind of short-sighted in the decision-making in terms of how we draft, who we try to pick up, and kind of like that weird stuff. It's like the Eagles can get kind of weird, just like with the whole like James Jefferson versus like we could have had James Jefferson in the same breath that we have Rager. It's just kind of like we could have had like Jefferson who broke like records over at Minnesota. And now, not saying Rager is like a slouch, but James Jefferson like blew up the league when he on his rookie year. So it's just kind of like, the Eagles are just kind of like, sometimes I don't understand it. Just like last season, like I said, Fulgham was our guy. Now he's cut. Just like, okay. Yeah. That was my biggest surprise. That was my biggest kind of like, I think that was the most up in the forefront in terms of surprise. Like, oh, okay.
Look, I'm a big underdog type of guy, right? I love the underdogs. I really do. I really love the underdogs. This play right here, this catch right here, put JJ on the team. That catch. So
you said that catch like saved his life, like that catch. So you were ready for this. You were like, y'all know we're gonna talk about JJ. I'm gonna have
of course. That JJ catch.
The guy. Okay, but I hear
I'm telling you, but I'm underdog guy. I love the underdogs. But in order,
hold on, wait. You don't think Fulgham is kind of like an underdog in his own way?
No, but wait. Okay, so if you lose to a sorrier guy, then what are you? Like, you had the opportunity, like, you list off all the stats about Fulgham, right?
Right.
He had the lead. In order for JJ to beat him out, he had to come from behind, available, making catches and, training camp, OTAs, all that stuff. Fulgham got hurt. He wasn't available. So you can't see what he's about. You can't go off of last year at all. Last year, the Eagles was trash. The whole team was trash last year. So you need to start from the new beginning.
I see what you're saying.
And Nick Sirianni was like, look, everybody have a fresh start.
Right.
He came in with a fresh mindset. And Fulgham tapes from last year was not seen this year. He was not available. And even when he was available, he wasn't doing anything.
But at the same time, you got to think about it. JJ is playing against like the preseason. Like Fulgham actually dropped these numbers and got these yardages in regular season games. So that's totally different vibe than the preseason. That's like all the people who want to make the team, they playing. So it's like, it's totally, you can't say that like JJ like just exceeded expectations over Fulgham because Fulgham played in the real thing.
Look, hey, the Philadelphia Eagles fans, I love the Philadelphia Eagles fans, man. They hate JJ. So that's why I'm glad that I like JJ.
They're like number 5 on the like button. How we save JJ, not that catch. JJ playing against second and third team players. JJ and Matt Collins, same guy. So like, I mean, listen, the JJ thing, I'm telling you, people aren't too hip on JJ right now because again, like I said, Fulgham actually produced something for us when we were bad. When we did have all this stuff going on, and he produced. He did all right. So, and then it's just like to cut him, like just to like, yeah, bye Fulgham. Like, okay, I don't know.
Look,
it's like I get it. Sirianni, fresh start, new coach, new org. I get it. We on that vibe, but it's like if it ain't broke, don't fix it. You know what I'm saying? Like, if he's a solid wide receiver, what he can do.
How is he solid? He wasn't available to show what he had. JJ was.
In the preseason. Oh, my God. I get what you're saying.
In training camp, though, in training camp, he wasn't available. Look, even if he was, JJ was still outperforming Fulgham in training camp. We can't see that. We can't see that.
Let's keep him on the practice squad. And if JJ messes up and falls on his face, you just pull Fulgham up for the practice squad. That'd be cool. With this Eagles just have to pat themselves on the back. Like, yeah, we messed up again, but it's cool. We're going to fix it.
We did not mess up. I feel like that the Philadelphia Eagles coaches, we never had coaches that develop players.
No, that's true.
Last year, right?
That's true. I agree with you on that.
So why not give him a chance? Because, like I said, he had to come from behind. Because Fulgham had the upper leg. He had that was his job to lose, and he lost it because he wasn't available and wasn't making plays in training camp or in preseason. So that's what I'm saying.
I see what you're saying. The Philly Talk podcast said, "What's up? What if it was broken?" Okay, so he's on your side on that, which I get.
Hey, shout out to my man, Philly Talk podcast. He's one of my good guys, man. And one of the guys, he put me on this game right here. You know what I mean? He shouted me out to all his people, and they all came running towards my side. So, hey, I love the guy. He also do Sixers and Eagles and all Philly content creators, but he's one of the best content creators for the Philly media area, period. So if he's saying what if it was broken and he don't like JJ,
but listen, we all have our opinions. I get it. But listen, here's the thing. Look at the other comments. They said JJ stayed here because he plays special teams. We did mess up.
All of them don't play special teams.
We did mess up. JJ has been developing for 10 years now. And then he said he did get cut from 3 other teams. It's hard to. JJ gets 200 yards.
10 years? Really? Stop it. Stop it.
JJ gets 200 yards for the season 1 lucky touchdown. True. What up, Mike? JJ sucks. So listen, Philly podcast said JJ sucks. I would kept Travis Fulgham 13 anyways, but I gotta believe in Sirianni.
That's what I'm saying. Hey, new coach, new beginning.
But he did say he would keep Fulgham though. He just said he believes in Sirianni. And then this guy Birdman saying, "Where's my rent?" I don't know what that means, but yeah.
Yeah. Hey, Birdman, I got you, man. I got you. Believe me. He did go. Hey, Fulgham did get cut from 3 other teams. We took him off of scraps. But if it was that good, maybe the Philadelphia Eagles wide receiver was that bad. was that sorry.
Last
Whoever
season
came in would have
last
been
season
good.
was bad. Like we did do really like it was bad, but at the same time, he still did something in a bad situation. So I don't know. It's a matter of opinion. You know what I mean? We'll see what happens. Again, if we keep Fulgham on the practice squad, if something happens, we just bring him on up. It's cool. We can redeem ourselves. It's fine.
Oh man, yo,
and you know what?
Comments are so funny though.
Yo, JC is cool because we really got Devontae Smith anyway, so we really ain't gonna use him in no way anyway. So it's cool.
You see, hey, the good thing, about this thing is all the people that were waived, if they do not get claimed, they could come back on the Philadelphia Eagles.
Right.
Look who's on there, Travis Fulgham. So I don't believe that there's enough tape out there for another team to say, you know what, I want him to be my fourth or fifth or third wide receiver. I think that he's going to come back to the Philadelphia Eagles. I believe that the Eagles will have 6 wide receivers and 4 running backs because, hey, remember, we kept Tyree Jackson. He hurt, so he's going to go on IR. And there's somebody else that's on that's hurt that we kept that's going to go on IR. So that's 2 empty slots. We could bring Fulgham back, and we could bring Howard back. Jordan Howard was my surprise cut. I did not see that coming. I did not see Jordan Howard getting cut, especially after we lost our big back bruiser and Kerryon Johnson.
Yeah.
I was for sure. I was 100% confident that we was gonna keep 4. Miles Sanders, Gainwell, Scott, and Howard. And all of a sudden, Howard got cut. But look at where he got cut at. He got released. He wasn't put on a waiver wire. He got released because his value is not that high.
Right.
So that means that the Eagles felt confident enough to say, you know what, we're going to release you right now, and then we'll bring you back. You know what I mean? So they just get these guys on the 53-man roster, the Jackson and stuff like that, that everybody knew that Tyree Jackson was going to make the team. Last year he was a quarterback. This year he's transformed into, Superman and became a tight end. Nobody saw the potential in that. And for him to be 6'6", 6'8", and to do what he done, the past, in 2 preseason games before he got hurt, absolutely. So this list right here, it literally tells you who's coming back and who's really not coming back, who the Eagles value and who they don't value. Those guys, the Hightower, the Huntley, the Fulgham, the Greg James, those guys have a lot of potential to come back.
They just were injured. They were injured. Squad. Yeah, they were just hurt, and they just kind of like, I don't know. So yeah.
I believe that they will come back. A lot of these guys that get they got cut today or put on the waiver wire will come back. I really do.
Yeah. And
all right. Yeah. So hey, look, the 53-man roster, it came out, of course, and these are our guys. These are the guys that we're gonna go in the season with as of right now. So do you think that the Eagles will make another move? Because I believe that they will. I don't believe that they will keep 7 linebackers. I don't believe that they will, have owning 3 running backs or 5 wide receivers. So what? And Dallas Goedert. I believe that Dallas Goedert might be on the move in the next couple days or so.
Yeah, you think so?
Absolutely.
I don't know about that. I feel like, obviously we got I know they were saying the triplets, the big 3 right now, and our wide receivers, Devontae Smith, Quez Watkins has emerged, Jalen Reagor, and I guess your boy JJ, I guess, is gonna get in that mix somewhere. But I'm excited to see what the wide receivers, especially Devontae Smith. Obviously, he was the Heisman winner. I'm excited to see what he's gonna do. But I honestly don't see Dallas Goedert going anywhere. I mean, I just don't. I mean, where would he go? Like
who's Zach Hurts?
Yeah, no, Dallas Goedert.
No, Zach Hurts.
Oh, you said Dallas Goedert is on the move.
Oh, my bad.
Oh, so you mean Zach Hurts? That's what I'm saying. I was like, Dallas Goedert? I was like, no.
Zach Hurts, I think, will be on the move in next. And before the season starts, I don't think that he will be on the team.
Okay, yeah, I mean that's been a talk from when the season ended. Like, what's up with Zach Ertz? Is he going to stay? Is he going to go? And as preseason has ended, obviously he's still on the team. I mean, he could make a move. Someone could, we could probably try to get like a pick for him, or trade for someone for him. But I like Zach Ertz. I know he's older. Like, I know he's had the injury and all that stuff. But me personally, I still see some value in Ertz. I mean, I don't know who we would get in return for Ertz. Like, you know what I mean? I just am kind of like unclear as to like what would be the get for Ertz. Like, what do we want? Just picks? So give up.
What would you give up for him though? What would you give up for Ertz?
Like, if I was another team and I wanted Ertz, what would I be able to give up?
Yeah,
I probably would say, I'm gonna say like 2 second-round draft picks, and maybe 2 second round.
2 second. I just want 1-3. 1-3, that's it. He's not going. We're not going to get 2 second-round draft pick for Zach Hurts.
I'll
tell you right now, we ain't never going to get that 2 second-round draft pick. Hell no.
So you're saying 1 third-round for Zach Ertz?
Yep.
So you don't see any value in Zach Ertz?
No.
Why is that?
He would have been gone off the Philadelphia Eagles if every team valued him as what you said, right? I mean, they would not even offer a 4th-round pick for Zach Hurts. That's why he's still on the team.
Right. That's why he's still here. That's true.
Howie Roseman gave him permission. Hey, go seek your own trade. Go ahead.
Right.
Bring me back the offer. If I don't like it, your ass is staying right here. And nobody was willing to give up a 4th-round pick. I would have taken a 4th-round pick for Zach Ertz.
I guess for me, I think I'm always gonna just view Zach Ertz in like the nostalgia eyes. Like, I'm always gonna look at him like from like the championship and kind of like what he did there and like our run. Like, I always
in the past.
I know, but I just always have. Here's the thing.
4 years ago.
I understand that, but I just always have a soft spot for him. I just do. But I see what you're saying. I just have a soft spot for him. That's just me. But I get it.
Hey, look.
We all have our things. We all have our like crazy fandom things that we shouldn't do and shouldn't think. But that's just mine. Let me have my moment.
Look, we love Zach Ertz. I love Zach Ertz. But at the time, we needed the money to get a CB2 that's getting cooked every day in practice.
Thanks.
Steven Nelson. I've not heard one good thing about Steven Nelson, the guy that everybody.
For real though, when we were in the draft, I really wanted us to draft Pat Surtain. Like, I really wanted us to get that corner. I wanted us to get past Surtain. I really did. Like, when we got Devontae, I was cool with it, but I was really wanting Surtain. I was mad when Denver took him. I was just like, ugh.
Yeah, but there's no way that we can move high enough. Hey, once we move up from the 6th to the 12th,
you know what?
It was over. I was shocked that we got Smith.
No facts. No facts on that. Honestly, when we had the original pick, when we had 6 originally, I was like hoping that like Kyle Pitts would move down, so maybe we could have got Kyle Pitts, but obviously that didn't happen.
And Kyle Pitts wasn't going anywhere.
That's what I'm saying. But I was hoping. I was like, maybe Kyle Pitts will kind of like go down to 5. Maybe we can maneuver something to get to 5. Like, I was just like, but then obviously it played out.
We was at 6. We wasn't even gonna get him at 6.
Because he's so good. He's so good.
I mean, he's all right. I guess we'll see week 1. Hey, college is different.
First of all, he's a Philly guy.
I don't give a damn where he's from.
He can do it all. Like, he has the size. Like, what do you mean? What else do you want?
What was the Philly guy? Was the defensive back last year dog's from Philly. We brought him in free agency, and we let him go because he sucked. Oh shoot, I forgot his name, but yeah, he was like, "Yo, I'm from Philly." Yo, he loved it too.
Oh
And
wait. Are you talking about
man, I forgot. He went. Yo, he
Wait,
wants him
talking
from
about
the
the Eagles?
Broncos.
Talking
Yes,
about the Eagles?
yes, the Eagles. The
Oh.
Broncos.
I know who you're talking about. Wait,
I think
hold on, wait.
their slot corner had to be the
Yeah.
slot corner or whatever it is.
His name is he had a camp
Will
here.
Parks. As a matter of fact,
Will Parks. Yep, Will
Will
Parks.
Parks from Philly, a Philly guy.
Yeah.
We don't care where he's from. Could you play? Like, could you ball or not?
Facts on that. I'm just speaking the fact of that's what he is. I'm not saying that means he's gonna be on the team and that means we take him. I'm just saying that's just an added note. Like, yo, he's a Philly boy, point blank, period.
Yeah, look, man. All I'm saying is the 53-man roster is not set in stone. Howie Roseman is a snake. I believe that he's still probably trying to get a quarterback. Even though Deshaun Watson say, I don't want to come to Philly. I believe that he's still trying to get a quarterback. And I believe that he's still trying to get a wide receiver.
I think so too.
Yeah. I mean, look.
Wait, hold on. What are your thoughts on Gardner Minshew, man? He's the second coming. You know, he's the hope, man. What you think about Gardner, man? the number 3 option.
No, he's not the number 3 option.
No, he's not. So who's the number 3 option?
I believe that Joe Flacco might get cut in the next couple of weeks.
So number 2 option?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. Like, I would pick Minshew over Joe Flacco any day.
Oh, I mean, Joe Flacco, he had his time.
Absolutely. Right. But the thing is that you would not have to change your offense that much if Minshew went in compared to the Statue of Liberty guy. Yeah, he don't move. Like, Joe Flacco don't move. He don't go nowhere.
Listen, apparently, apparently Minshew is like he was in the same draft class as like Kyler Murray and like a couple of other guys in 2016, something like that. And he has like the same throw percentage as like Kyler Murray right now or something like that. Some stat I heard about him.
Look, I'm telling you right now, Minshew, according to, and you know what? It's pissed me off that some Eagles fans, some of them, probably like 10% of them, is saying that we need to start Minshew over Hurts.
Oh, hell no.
Because his touchdown to interception ratio is like 30-something to like 14. So people
are crazy. It's like people just like they just don't want Jalen so bad. They'll just do anything. Like, what are you talking about? Like, what? They don't like people they're just going nuts. Like, I don't even understand. Like, what are people? What's coming out of your mouth? Like, what are you talking about? Like, you're gonna put in Minshew over Jay? Like, have you been even paying attention this past like year and past season? Like, does that make any sense? Like, yeah, let's start Minshew now. Let's get rid of Carson. Let's blow up the whole team, and then let's just start Minshew. Jalen, you're on the bench.
Hey, look, hey. They also say that Minshew did not have no talent around him. So maybe if you have better talent as a Devontae Smith or Quez Watkins or Jalen Reagor, he might be a great quarterback. I mean,
that's fine, but like Jalen's already the starting quarterback. So
look, all right. So
you see my face? I'm kind of like, okay, yeah. So like all that.
I'm with you. Look, you see this? Yo, I'm with you. So how do you feel about our wide receiver core and where would you rank them in the division? I mean, just based on the highlight tape, the one-hand catches, boom, boom, off the line. Can nobody even put a pinky finger on them because they gone, so shifty and stuff like that. So where would you, one, how you feel about them? And two, where would you put them as a wide receiver, within the division?
Okay. So for my opinion, I think highly of them. Obviously, I'm a fan of Devontae Smith. I liked him in college. I thought he was great coming out of college. I was like, all right, I definitely was happy with that pick. Quez Watkins has kind of emerged as someone who really, he's good. Like he's sharp. And then I'm blanking on Reagor. Rager last season wasn't really able to. He wasn't really cut loose. You know what I mean? He kind of had to play his role, stay in his lane. But now he's going to be more of an option. So I'm impressed with them so far in the preseason. Not impressed like over the moon, but I feel like all right. Like I see a little something can happen. I see the whole Jalen and Devontae Smith, Alabama connect. I see that happening, and then so I see just off that standpoint, I like what I see and what could be from them. In terms of ranking them in the division, well, Washington, I don't even know one receiver on Washington. Like I know they got a good defense. I know that. The Giants, that's a joke. As you've seen, it's just a joke with the Giants. And the Cowboys, obviously they have, some options, but in terms of like ranking up against us, like obviously I think the Eagles have the best wide receivers if you're going to go off paper of what we have right now. In the division.
Okay, hey.
Division. I'm not talking about the league.
No, that's your opinion. That's your opinion. I mean, that's fine. That's what I brought you on here for. And not all Eagles fans or content creators are going to see eye to eye. But
so hold on. In the division, what other wide receivers are better in the division?
CeeDee Lamb, Cooper, and Gallup.
You would say the Cowboys. Wow.
Look, I'm serious. I mean, that's kind of, you know why? Because
I give it to you.
And they're all proven though. What have we proved as a wide receiver core right now?
True,
we are going off the hype.
But I'm rocking with the Eagles though. It's like, I'm saying? I'm gonna have faith in the bird.
You're a fan. I mean, I need you to be a analyst, a content creator to tell me the facts. I don't want to hear the fan in you.
No, I know, but the fan in me is also the analyst in me at the same time. And for my
can't be. That's impossible.
How is it impossible?
Because you can't separate those two. Like obviously, you can't separate those two right now.
No. I see what you're saying.
Because how would you pick Rager over Cooper or okay, so Gallup over,
AD Lamb, I like AD Lamb.
Watkins, and then Lamb to me, we was dying for Lamb last year. So like,
very nice. That's true. That's a good point. That's a good
point.
Besides the Cowboys, no one else is touching us.
No. We have the second best wide receiver core in the division.
Facts.
But the thing is, I believe who got the best quarterback will go farther.
The best quarter. So if you want to talk about proven, obviously Dak Prescott has shown that he can lead his team. Mm-hmm. Injured or not, he can take the team. He can bring them to.
No, not injured or not. Hell no. You never seen Dak Prescott injured.
No. When he was that last game he played when he was hurt. Remember that last game he played before they took him out. What was it? Who did they play against?
He broke his ankles against the Giants, and he was out.
Yeah, that's it. Before he got hurt. Yeah, you're right. Before he got hurt. I'm sorry. Correct.
Yeah. So I right now that I believe with our situation that Dak Prescott is an unknown factor. His shoulder is going to hold up. His ankle is going to be good. He haven't played in 11 months. He haven't been hit in 11 months. He haven't been drugged down, tackled, or thrown a real pass in 11 months.
But Dak isn't even. He's still. They're not unsure. They're not sure if he's going to play or not. So he's not. He's a question mark still.
So that's what I'm saying. So I believe that we have the edge over the Cowboys, even though their wide receiver core is better than us. But I believe that overall, as an offense, from what I've seen this preseason, this joint practice, that the Philadelphia Eagles are in a better position than the Dallas Cowboys are. And Collins, Landon Collins, I believe just hurt something. But hey, right now we are about to go into the season. I'm knocking on wood that we're about to go into the season healthiest as we've been since 2017, the year we won the Super Bowl.
Right.
So we could do some big things.
So somebody said running game and defense will take the division. and Dallas was still trash, even with Dak putting up yards in garbage time. I think the running game would definitely get the division. Devontae way better than Lamb, my guy. Ertz is a tight end, but better receiver than some of those receivers. Well, yeah, I mean, I guess in terms of like the how dynamic the Eagles are, the Eagles have a lot of different looks. Like, yeah, wide receivers might not be as strong as the Cowboys wide receivers, but in terms of our other options, like even with Dallas Goedert, just off that.
Oh yeah, I mean, hey, we have the best 2 tight ends in the division, Hurts and Goddard. With those 2 alone, that takes so much pressure off the receiver. Who
are Dallas's corners?
Corners. Diggs and Bossman Fats, and he got hurt.
Okay,
and he just got hurt. Hey, this past weekend, he got hurt. So Bossman Fats. So I don't know what his corners are right now. But
okay. So then we got Darius Slay, and then we got the new guy.
Steven Nelson. Toast Crunch. Hey, Toast Crunch, Steven Nelson. Yo, that's all I've been. Yeah, that's all I've been.
Listen, man, we got him from Pittsburgh, man. We making steals and making deals, man. We got Steven Nelson. That's it. It's over. You know what I'm saying? Steven Nelson's gonna be the corner of the future.
1-year deal. Okay.
I'm obviously being sarcastic.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I mean, it's all right. Hey, you a Philly fan? We are sarcastic. We all delusional. You know what I mean? Hey, we can separate. Your Bird game, right? Hey, he's one of my favorite content creators. My homeboy. Matter of fact, after I'm done here, I'm gonna go jump on his live. But see, he said this: Devontae is better than Lamb. We don't know. CeeDee Lamb, to me, would you trade CeeDee Lamb for Devontae Smith? Just based on what you saw last year from CeeDee Lamb.
Here's the thing.
Just based off you saw this, a train came from CeeDee Lamb, these catches, you already know what you're getting from CeeDee Lamb. So would you trade Smith for Lamb? It's only 1 year apart, but you already know what you're going to get.
The thing I like about CeeDee Lamb is that he, like, just his sheer size and how sharp he is trying to running his route. Like I like that about Lamb. Like I do. Like I give it to him. Like when we played him, I was like, dang man, like why he gotta be like, why you gotta do that? You know what I'm saying? So, but at the same time, Devontae Smith, I feel like he's like, of course, the big thing with him is his size. Like, does his size matter? Like him being kind of like an undersized wide receiver, is that gonna
Deshaun Jackson?
Right. So. I mean, I don't know. Would I take Lamb over Devontae Smith as of right now? That's hard because I haven't seen Devontae Smith. Like, I don't know. I don't know if I would like bet that Lamb is going to oversee Devontae Smith when I haven't seen Devontae Smith yet. So I think I would just keep Devontae because I want to see what I want to see what my investment. I want to see what my pick is going to be. Like, I'm not going to trade shit before I see what it is. I'm going to keep Devontae. I'm going to keep Devontae. I'm going to rock with Devontae because of
wait. You gonna rock with Devontae instead of Lamb?
Because if Devontae hasn't played a season yet,
no,
I'm not gonna just trade up for Lamb just because I don't know what Devontae's gonna do. Because I want to see what Devontae's gonna do because I picked him. I want to see what he's gonna do. Like I get what you're saying, your point about that, but for me, I want to see what. This is not what the Eagles technically would do because you know how the Eagles are. But for me, I want to see it play out. I'm the type I want to see it play out. I want to see what he's going to bring to the table. Because if I say I trade Devontae and he ends up being like this superstar, like all time wide receiver, he blows the league out of the water. It's like, damn, I should have maybe just let Devontae have at it.
Look,
that's me.
I hear you. So obviously there's a few Eagles fans that's feeling you. So let them know what you're about real quick before we have one last question.
So my handles is @so_carm. That's my Instagram. That's my Twitter. That's my YouTube. Subscribe to my YouTube channel, so_carm. And again, my Instagram and Twitter are so_carm. So definitely follow me, subscribe. I cover basketball, all sports, but I do a Hoops of Carm series where I go cover different basketball games. I do interviews, analysis on NBA games. So definitely subscribe and follow me. IG and Twitter, I'll follow back.
All right, look, hey, please, hey, Hey, just go follow her, man. Yo, because hey, we all Philadelphia Eagle content creators, we support each other. Period. If nobody else support y'all, we support each other. So you know what I mean? Hey, it's about that brotherly love, that sisterly love. That's what we're about. People call us mean. We are mean if you are on the other side. That's it.
I mean, listen, look at the Ben Simmons situation. Yeah. Philly fans are getting like literally like crapped on. Everyone's like, Philly, you chased out another superstar. Like people are going nuts.
Yeah, hey, look, I appreciate Jock. Hey, your Jock talk, man. Yo, he's my guy. And I gave you the wrench, by the way. So don't abuse it. But I give you the wrench. So, hey, but yeah, look, I have about one last question for you.
Okay.
Your record prediction, since you see the 53-man roster is kind of set. I mean, hey, minus one or two moves. You've seen our schedule. What is your record prediction for this upcoming season for the Philadelphia Eagles? And how do you see us doing?
I said this before on my other show, and I'm going to say it again. I think the Eagles are going to win 9 games, at least.
Okay.
9 games. I give us just a 9-game kind of median roll. I don't think here's the thing. I hope we exceed expectations, but I think that we're not going to be trash like everyone's saying, like trash. Like I think we're going to be decent enough that we're going to win 9 games. And in our division, that's competitive. So
absolutely.
I think we're going to win at least 9 games. That's my hope. That's my prediction. I'm going to say 9. Leave it at that.
Bonus question.
Okay.
Do you see Jalen Hurts as our franchise quarterback moving forward? Since you said 9 games now, so 9 games to me, hey, if we're competitive, we might be even in the hunt for the playoffs, for the division. So do you see Jalen Hurts as our franchise quarterback? And next year, possibly, we might have 3 first-round draft picks.
Right.
So if he's a franchise quarterback, we could just draft around him and do other things. But the first thing first, do you see him as our franchise quarterback? And what his stats would have to be in order for him to stay as our franchise quarterback?
So as of not seeing Jalen really have a chance to like run the team solely, here's the thing. I'm gonna go on the fact of I think that Jalen has a special. I think he has special talent. I don't think he's just a running quarterback. I think he can improve on his throwing percentage. Like I think he can be in the pocket. I think he can get there. So I'm gonna say that I think Jalen could be a franchise quarterback. I think that he could be, but obviously he has to his running. He can keep running, but his percentage in terms of his throwing percentage, it has to be higher. He has to do more to be more so we're not just so limited in terms, especially when we get to the playoffs and teams have our number and they know what Jalen's gonna do and they're just gonna straight clog up the lane and then kind of just stop everything. Like we got to make sure that Jalen can be versatile in that way. Like you can be in the pocket, you can do a long pass across the field. You can make plays like that. And if you need to run, we know you got the legs. Like the legs should be something is there, but you're not always banking on legs because, again, a quarterback is someone who can throw the ball. Like, yeah, it's important to run, but you got to be able to get the ball to the other player, right? That's what the quarterback does. So I think that if Jalen can improve those skills, I think I can see him as a franchise quarterback. But it's yet to be seen. Like, I'm not going to just go.
What's the stats like? Like, what would be like the stat would be like, oh, hell no, he got to go. Like, touchdown, interception ratio, or he's good enough to stay just based on the touchdown interception ratio, and vice versa.
But here's my thing. Here's the thing about the stats and all like the numbers. It's like, yes, stats they matter. But
hell yeah, they do.
Hell yeah, they do. But here's the thing: when you're looking at the game and you're looking at the feel of the game and what's happening on the game, sometimes stats don't really mirror what really happened in the game. You know what I mean? You can't judge a player off of just seeing stats. Like, yeah, he had 4 interceptions, whatever. Like, you got to watch the game to kind of see, like, how they really played, how they really did. People who just go off stats, like, you don't really understand the game. Like, yeah, numbers are important, but seeing this player play, that's going to tell you where his value is. You know what I mean? Like, you can see, like, that interception, that was messed up because that player dropped this, and that's how it happened. You know what I mean? Like, but if you're just looking at the numbers, you got 3 interceptions. It's like, to me, obviously I know stats are important, but I don't bank my opinion on players off stats. That's me. Like that's how I am with basketball, football. I just don't. And I don't measure them by stats. Yeah, of course, you shouldn't get over 5 interceptions in a game. That I don't think that's good. But I don't bank my opinion on the bedrock of stats. So I can't necessarily give you a number because that's not how I view when I look at sports. I'm not saying that's like being a casual fan, but to me, it's like you really got to watch and know the game to understand players' values, and that's just me.
All right. So how many interception and touchdown? Yo, I'm gonna try to get you there with the stats.
Why you want to get me on the stats? Like you like stats. You've been to the stats.
No, because we need to know because I feel like my stat prediction is that he will throw for over 25 touchdowns. He will throw out. He will run for over 8 touchdowns because of his mobility. I feel like that he might throw for about 10, 11 interceptions. But so with the 25 plus touchdown, with the 8 plus rushing touchdowns, is he good enough? Because that's the main key. We need to keep him here next year.
Yeah.
So if he's good enough, so if those 25 plus touchdowns and 8 plus rushing touchdowns and 11 interception, regardless of our record, is good enough, would we keep him? That's the question that we want to know. Will he be there next year? Because next year we have potential 3 first-round pick, especially if Carson Wentz plays, and the coach's gonna suck anyway, but still, plays 75%, get him to the playoffs, wild card, whatever. So that's the problem. So stats does matter because the Eagles could suck on defense, but offense is not the problem. Last year, offense was the problem, but defense was not. They held up a lot, like first quarter, second quarter, and then they just got tired.
Right.
So that's why I need stats. So I need to make the people that's watching knows what would it take for Howie Roseman to get rid of them.
We got your stats. Listen, I told them my opinion on it. That's my opinion on it.
No, what's your stats? What's your stats?
I don't have. Like I said, I don't have stats. I haven't thought about it. I don't have stats. Like right now, I can't give you them stats because I haven't thought. Keep it a bean on this podcast. I haven't thought about it. Real shit. Like I said, I don't think he's gonna have over 6 interceptions in a game. Like no, that should. That's the one stat I'll say. But in terms of throwing like rushing yards and touchdowns and stuff, like I can't give you that stat right now. I just told that's just me. That's it. Next show, I got you. If I'm back on, I got you on this.
Yeah, you gonna go back on. All right, so hey, we about to end it. So one last time, man. Let them know where to find you at. Yes, I keep on putting your link down there, but still, you have 4 social media platforms: IG, 3 YouTube.
Yeah.
Right?
Yep. Exactly. Yep.
So, and that's what I'm saying. So just let them know, hey, where to find you at and what you about.
So again, I'm Carm. I do sports broadcasting, commentating. I do a series called Hoops with Carm. I cover NBA. I do analysis of NBA games, Sixers stuff, and then I do live interviews of basketball players in different runs, different leagues. So my YouTube is _Carm. You can subscribe to me. You'll see Hoops with Carm and some interviews that I've done. And then my Instagram is _Carm. My Twitter, _Carm, all the same handle. And I do a show on Tuesdays called the Running Back Sports Show on WJYN 98.5 FM every Tuesday from 5 to 7 p.m. live on Philly Radio, and that streams on YouTube. They put that link in the captions. And then my other show I do on DSM Media is called UFO. And that show is every Thursday, 8 o'clock. We stream live on YouTube. So those are all the shows that I do. But Tuesdays, like I said, you can catch us on the radio. If you're in a car, 98.5 FM. If you're in the Philly area, you can catch us. And we do stream on YouTube. And again, subscribe to me, _Carm, from our Hoops with Carm videos and takes and just my opinion on hoops and basketball. But again, I cover all sports. So I'm Carm, and definitely subscribe to me. And I appreciate you for having me on.
Hey, her IG and her YouTube is in the link. So just Just click on the link and it'll take you right there. But look, I appreciate you coming on and taking these hot questions, even though you left a couple out. But look, it is what it is. I would love to have you back on, you know, especially it's a long season. It's a long season.
Sure.
Bad or good. Hey, if we 0-4 or 1-4 or 1-5, it is what it is. I mean, we Philly fans and we fight to the end until we are like officially eliminated. We always in a fight. All right. So hey, I appreciate y'all. If y'all watching, you're not subscribed to my channel, just go ahead and hit the link. You know what I mean? Hit that like button for your boy because this season is going to be great. I have a great feeling about it. We are going to do some great things, some play-by-play and all that good stuff. So as always, you know how it is.